the number one downfall in prison when you got family on the outside, especially a female like your girl or something, is controlling your emotions, G. A lot of people turn into these crazy, irrational thinking, angry phone monsters, G, when they get into the system, bro. They're like, you know the Cookie Monster, G. Well, that's the same exact way they react every time they see the phone in the morning, G. As soon as they wake up, G. Some people in the morning, they wake up, G. They thank God that, you know, that they woke up another day, bro. They might just be that type of person that's like, man, you know, tomorrow ain't promised, G. Like me, that's me, for example. Other people, they wake up and they scarf some shit down, G. They look over and reach into their bag of chips that's wide open and just other people wake up, G, and just fucking start working out, G. Stanky breath and all, G. I'm like, this motherfucker over there yelling out his numbers, how he working out, stanky breath and all. Over here polluting the atmosphere and shit, fucking up the ozone layer, G. All you need to do is just put a little bit of the tooth thing in your mouth, G. Shit, but anyways, man, this guy wasn't like that. This dude, man, he woke up, first thing on his motherfucking mind was the phone, G. Phone monster, G. Like, this used to wake up and look like he just had a nightmare of his girl and shit, like in this Sancho that he made up, G, because oh boy ain't never even met homegirl in the streets. He met her in there off some dude. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't even got no picture of Sancho, G. If he having nightmares of her with a Sancho, then he made this dude up. It's sick, G. It's fucking sick. I wonder how we look like, G. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, this motherfucker used to wake up first thing in the morning, run straight to that phone, G. One day, bro, after he got off the phone, some dude came over to him and they got into a whole ass fight, G. Luckily, they was the same race, you know, they was both white, G. So, you know, it wasn't no riot over the situation, but they did fight, you know what I'm saying? And the reason they fight is because old boy will go up to the phone, stanky breath. You know what I'm saying? He won't even go to the motherfucking restroom and brush his grill. G, he just go over there stanky breath. And then he be over there arguing with his girl, bro, day and night. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? G, how the fuck you guys get that much money? Damn, you should have been doing crimes if you had so much money. But anyways, man, this motherfucker was there early in the morning this day, bro. Stanky breath, bro. Yelling all into the phone, G. You know what I'm saying? And I guess a little bit of spit particles got on there and shit, G, that made the phone stanky. So the dude that got on it after was like, you have a collect call from me, D. And then he was like, damn, what the fuck? Who the fuck wipe they up with this, G? Like, wipe they boogers and shit. Let this shit just sit. This thing told back. And then he looked over and so for sure he knew who it was, G. It was fucking old boy, you know what I'm saying? So he went over to old boy, hung up his car, and he was like, G. He's like, what up, G? He's like, I don't appreciate you going over to the phone stanky breath, G, and just fucking that shit up for everybody else, G. And he was like, hey, man, well, you know what, man? I do what I want, man. I'm a grown-ass man. So he started fighting, G, because he wasn't cool with that answer. He said, nah, next time you go on the phone, brush your grill. So right there in that situation, nobody won. Nobody came to no fucking conclusion. He was just like, I'm going to still use the stanky breath. We just going to fight. But another race got the phone one day and it was stanky breathed. So they brought it to the attention. And it was squashed. He was no longer able to go to the phone. First thing in the morning you got to do is go motherfucking brush your grill. That made more fights come up. Tell you why in a minute. This dude used to go on the same phone, bro. In prison, bro, let's say there's 4 phones. All the time, bro, there's always a phone that, damn, G, why didn't you tell me I had a little piece of motherfucking lint from the blanket on me, G? But every freaking time you go into a dorm, bro, there's like 4 phones, bro. One of the phones, static than a mug. The other phone, you gotta like smush the buttons real good. 2 other phones are good, you know what I'm saying? One of them, you know, turns off every now and then, so you got to call back and pay the initial fee. But the other one's grade A, G. You hear good, you go out good, the people come in good, it's perfect, G. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one this fool will use. He will choose that nice, perfect phone so his girl could hear all the cuss words that he was saying to her early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So she could carry it with her throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? So because he had to go get his StanKy breath out in the morning now, people were able to rush to his phone, G. And he didn't like it, G. The number one reason why he was arguing that he didn't like it is because he's the one that used to go up to the COs early in the morning when the phones weren't on, like at 6, for example, and tell them, the phones ain't on, G. We need the phone, G. Do your job, G. And then the motherfucking COs go and turn that shit on, bro. So he felt like he was obligated to use that phone, you feel me? But other people didn't feel like that. And I feel like some people, bro, like, that just wanted to fight, you know what I mean, would go do that on purpose, G, because I'll see them like 2-3 days before. It's like a premeditated fight, G. Like, they're like, shit, man, I want to punch somebody out, G, but I don't know who. Man, I need a reason to. And then they'll be like, man, I know who. I take the motherfucking phone in the morning, he gonna want to fight. So they would go over there, bro. The same angry dude that I seen 2 days before, bro, will be on the phone arguing with old boy. But anyways, man, y'all should see when old girl didn't have no money on the phone, bro. This phone monster evolved into a beast, bro. You know, like the little fish, that little fish, G, that turns into a Gyarados. That's what he goes to, bro. When he goes from phone calls to no phone calls, G. Like, he's the coolest whatever dude, except for when you're arguing on the phone, G. You do not want to come across him, G. He's like a lion, bro. You know what I mean? He'll bite your finger off, G. You don't play that shit. But when he's like off the phone, he had a good conversation. You know, it seemed to me like, you know, because a couple times I was next to him on the phone on my own conversation, and it seemed to me like they fight for the whole 10 minutes. And then, like, for the last 60 seconds, when it says you have 60 seconds remaining, I think they, like, rekindle, bro. And they apologize because they always be like, all right, G, I'm sorry, G. You know, we only got 60 seconds. G, stop talking shit, G. And then I think the other person would be like, all right, G, I love you. I love you more, G. Ha, ha, ha. Thank you for putting money on the phone. You gonna put some more later? Yeah, for sure. Oh, you promise? All right, G. Hang up, G. So he'll be all happy, G, after that and go run the mug, G. You know what I'm saying? Do his thug thizzle. But when there was no money on the phone, G, this dude was like that fucking little dude from 300 with the Hunchback of Notre Dame, bro. He just walking around mad at the world like, I will not be accepted nowhere. I don't know what to do. Like, bro, relax, G. You just don't got no money on the phone, G. Maybe if it wasn't arguing for the last 363 days of this last year, G, then you would have enough money on there for tonight. Shit, G, man, that shit is crazy, G. And you know what's the coldest, funniest part about it? I have a celly, bro. And he used to love to read all his letters to me, bro. Like, he'll be like, hey, bro, I can't believe she said this shit, bro. And I'll just be over there reading a book and shit like, oh yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, no, fool, this about crazy, fool. Like, fool, she really said this. I'm like, bro, just read it, G. Read what you want me to hear, G. He'll tell me what she's saying, G. And then he'll be like, shit, man, she over here talking about, I ain't never called her in the streets, but I want to blow her up now. What the hell? She don't appreciate nothing. I'm like, damn, G. Well, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense, G. All of a sudden, want to blow her ass up, bro. If he was leaving her ass up in the street, leave her ass up now, G. Shit, she was solid when you was fucking neglectful out there. She gonna be solid here. If you over her head, maybe it's gonna, equal something else. 2 + 2 = 4. But if you put 3 + 2, it might not equal 4 no more, G. Shit, you Xing yourself out, plug. But shit, man. Anyways, man, I just want to describe the phone monsters real quick, bro. You should see when they get blocked, bro, from the phones. They go around getting everybody's shit turned off, bro. Like, they be like, hey, G, I'll give you $50 if you let me use your phone for an hour, G. They'll be like, here you go, G. Give it to him for $50, right? But after that phone call, G, that phone is hot. Because the girl on the other fucking side of that line, bro, has a restraining order, has a new boyfriend. Matter of fact, she's pregnant, G. And guess what? The new boyfriend is a police. So he's tracking the number down to where you're calling from, G. Like, come on, play. And they don't tell nobody either. They don't tell you shit. They just use your phone, give it back to you, play it, and that shit hot as a coal, G. And you just walking around with it like a target. Shit crazy, man. Look. You go to jail, bro, don't become a phone monster, homie. It turns your 1 year into 10. Turns your 30 days into 90, bro. Do your time and come home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Relájate. Get better. Focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you be a better 100% person for your loved ones when you come out here, G. Straight up, player.